Hi, this is Trisha from Lemon Paper Lab. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a horizontal wavy pattern in Photoshop. First off, we are going to start by creating a pattern for some horizontal lines. So I'm going to go to Create New, and then I'm going to do the dimensions of 180 pixels by 180 pixels. I'll just leave the resolution at 300. Color mode is RGB color, and then we'll set our background content to transparent, and then we'll go ahead and click create. We'll zoom in on this canvas using Command plus key on the keyboard. And then here I'm going to use the Marquee tool, and then I'm going to make sure style is set at fixed size. And then for the width and the height, I'm going to do 180 pixels by 90 pixels. And then when I click, you will see that those kind of marching ants appear on the canvas here. And then with our foreground set to a default, I'm going to use the option delete to fill my foreground for Mac users. For PC users, that would be Alt Backspace. And then I'm going to go ahead and deselect Command D here, and then we are going to center it. So I'll use my Move tool, and then just using the guides, Photoshop guides there, we'll center it in the middle of the canvas here. And then next I'm going to go ahead and define it as a pattern. So we'll go to Edit, Define Pattern, and then you can just give it a name, and then click OK. And then from here we are going to create another document. So we're going to go File, New. And then this time I'm going to use the dimensions of 4,000 by 4,000. Our goal is to create a scrapbook paper, which is typically 3,600 by 3,600 pixels. But in this case, I'm going to create it a little bit larger, and then I'll crop it down later when we get to that step. So resolution, I'll keep it at 300 pixels per inch, and then we have our RGB color mode. And then background contents, we'll go ahead and just select white, and then click create. Next, we are going to create our pattern. So I'll use a pattern adjustment layer. And then from the drop down, I will select our most recent pattern here. And then when this pattern dialog box is open, you have the option to change the angle, to scale it up or down. You can even move it around if you want to reposition it there. Snap to origin will just kind of bring it back to the original default. And then you can go ahead and click on OK. And then from here, we are going to convert this pattern layer into a smart object. So we'll do a right click and then go to convert to smart object. Now that the pattern layer is a smart object, we can apply a filter to it. So from the top menu, we'll go to Filter, Distort, and then we'll select Wave. And then the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure under type that it is sign, and then you have the option to increase or decrease the generators here. In this case, we're going to have it low. We'll stick it at 5. And then once you have selected your generators, you can change the wavelength. So we'll go ahead and increase our minimum here, just bringing it up, and then as you adjust it, you can kind of see the changes occur in this dialog box here, and then we'll keep bringing it up here. And then we're gonna do 209, and then for the max value, you'll want it within 1 point of each other. So we'll have a minimum of 209, max of 210. And then from there, you can adjust the amplitude. So we'll go ahead and increase our minimum here, bringing it up to 32, and then maybe maximum just a little bit more. So we have 32, 37 there. And then we'll leave our scale the same. And then from here, you can go ahead and click on OK. And then it will apply the filter there. And then it gives you this nice, fun, kind of wavy line effect for your design. And then from here, remember we made it a little bit larger, and I did that so that I could cut off these kind of edge pieces here. So the next step, we'll go ahead and use our Marquee tool. And then under style, you want to make sure fixed size is selected, and then we will do our dimensions of our typical scrapbook, digital scrapbook paper, 3600 by 3600. And then just click on the screen, and then from here you can move it around to position it how you want to position it. The next step is we will want to crop it, so we'll go to Image, Crop, and then it will crop down to our selected area from our Marquee tool. So then from here you can deselect it, so Command D to deselect it. And then what we'll do next is we can change the colors. We'll add a color adjustment layer, selecting solid color there, and then you can pick a color from here. And I'm going to use one of my previous swatches. We'll choose this pretty purple, and then click OK. And then next you'll create a clipping mask. You can do that by right-clicking and select Create Clipping Mask, and then it will change the colors of the lines here. And then we can add an additional solid color layer below to change the color of the background. And so I'll choose this lighter purple to kind of give this fun two-tone effect here. And so doing it this way with these color adjustment layers, it makes it really easy to change out the colors of your digital paper, of your pattern here, to fit your designs and your needs. So to then save it as paper, you'll go to File, Save As. Okay. Go ahead and give your document a name, and then select the folder you want to save it to, and then under Format you're going to change it to JPEG, and then go ahead and click Save. If you are creating digital scrapbook paper, you want to have it the highest quality, so you just kind of drag this over to the maximum, and then you can go ahead and click on OK. Thank you for watching this video on how to create wavy lines in Photoshop using the Wave filter. Be sure to check out my other tutorials on how to create patterns in Photoshop. You can check out my shop where I sell Photoshop pattern templates that you can purchase. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment below. Thank you for watching this video. This is Trisha from Lemon Paper Lab. See you next time.